Hello, welcome back to Tech Med Easy. Today I will be teaching you about something different, but also in the same course the second skill that you need to learn is you need to learn what plagiarism is. In the last two videos, we've been talking about the information sources. Imagine you now know where to get the information. You now know that I think I need to use primary, then maybe I'll use secondary. But then there's some of the things that you need to avoid as you continue with your course, as you continue maybe with your research. You need to avoid plagiarism. So let's first understand what plagiarism is, the different types of plagiarism. How are you going to avoid it? So remember, you can't avoid it minus knowing what it is. So let's first get to know what plagiarism is, the different types. All right. Plagiarism. What is plagiarism? So this involves the intentional or negligent use by paraphrase or direct quotation of the published or unpublished work of another person without full and clear acknowledgement. Here is like you're using someone else's work without acknowledging that it's theirs, and it's like you're instead trying to make it look like as if it's yours. You may not be intending it to be like that, but all in all, it's plagiarism. You need to make sure that you include, if it's not your work, if it's not what you discovered and you got it from somewhere else, you need to recognize that person so that you avoid practicing plagiarism. Remember, plagiarism is a criminal case. So in case someone finds in your work, you've not acknowledged them, you've used their phrase, you've used their work into your work, and you didn't recognize that it was theirs, you can easily be charged. All right. So tell us common types of plagiarism. We have direct plagiarism. Direct plagiarism is like where in your it's like direct transcription. It's a word for word transcription of a section of someone else's work without attribution, without acknowledging them. Let's say in your work, in your research, you just get a full line, and then you just put it there. You just put it in your work without even maybe trying to change it in any way. It's like direct transcription, direct writing the word the same way it was. That's direct plagiarism. Then there is self-plagiarism. Like with students, you could have let's say a test, and then you write your answers. They are marked. They bring back your papers, and then in the next test you're given a question that is kind of similar. So you write the exact things you wrote in the other question paper, in the other paper of yours, or you actually use that same paper and you hand in. That's self-plagiarism. You without the knowledge, without the acknowledge of all the professors, without their permission. It's like you bringing back what you did. Yes, it's yours. It's you did it, but you're bringing back the second time without maybe telling the professors that it's the same thing. So I think I'm going to just bring it back like that. That's self-plagiarism. Apparently, we've been doing plagiarism in different ways that we may not be knowing. So let's go to the third, and that's mosaic plagiarism. Now, in mosaic plagiarism, it's where you get you borrow phrases from someone else's work. Let's say you're writing your article, maybe about the environmental change, or actually climate change, and then you get someone else's article. You get that you borrow phrases like what they used there. Maybe they were trying to say that global warming has become a very big issue right now. Carbon dioxide, blah blah, all those stuff, and then you borrow those phrases and you put in your article without recognizing that I got it from this article. That is mosaic plagiarism. Then we go to the accidental plagiarism. Now here is, as you can see, the name is accidental plagiarism. You find that maybe because we shall later learn that as you're writing an article, as you're writing any kind of report, research, you need to cite where you've gotten the information from. So in accidental plagiarism, you find out that you are actually citing. You were trying to recognize the where you got the information from, but you did it wrongly. Let's say you didn't write the correct names, you didn't write the correct year of publication. So that's accidental plagiarism. You need to be very careful while writing something like that, because you do not know, you may not, you may end up uh, you may end up doing plagiarism, which is a criminal case. And when you're explaining yourself to the court, you won't be like, I do not know, and all that. You find yourself paying high charges. Like, yeah, so in conclusion, it's always important to understand and avoid practicing plagiarism, because it's a criminal case. So in this video, I believe you've understood what constitutes plagiarism, and the different types of plagiarism, and so how do you think you're going to avoid plagiarism? The fact that you've learned the different types, like accidental, you make sure that next time when you're writing an article, you try to go through it again and see that is it right? Have I cited it rightly? And then you get to know you'll have to now start paraphrasing correctly. You try to now get to go get information, I mean information from the different people that you're supposed to get, maybe so that you don't practice self-plagiarism, the mosaic. So I thank you for watching this video. I hope it does a great deal in your research work, in your work. So have a nice day. Thank you.